Hello dear students, we have already covered polysaccharides. Now comes functional classification of polysaccharides. On the basis of their function, polysaccharides they are classified into two categories. First classification was on the basis of their chemical composition. Now this classification is on the basis of their function. So food storage polysaccharide which mainly acts as the reserve food in animals and plants. So example is glycogen and starch. Structural polysaccharide which build up the structure of the organism, for example cellulose which is present in the cell wall, chitin which is present in the cell wall of bacteria, chondroitin sulfate which is present in the cartilage and connective tissue, peptidoglycan which forms the cell wall of bacteria. Now regarding the properties of polysaccharides, they are not sweet to taste, they are insoluble in water. As they are large sized molecules, they are macromolecules, they do not diffuse through cell membrane. These are large molecules and they have very high molecular weight and they can hydrolyze into simple sugars with the help of enzymes. Now what are the functions of polysaccharides? So polysaccharides they mainly act as the reserve food material. For example starch and glycogen. They are the main reserve food material of plants and animals respectively. That is starch is the main reserve food in case of plants. Glycogen is the main reserve food in case of animal cell. Starch is mainly stored in chloroplast or leucoplast, whereas glycogen is mainly stored in liver cells. Both glycogen and starch, they are ideal storage products. Why food is stored in the form of polysaccharides, not in the form of monosaccharides? Because polysaccharides, they are formed by the union of large monosaccharide units. And when two monosaccharide units, they join, one water molecule is released. It means more bulk can be stored. जिस तरह ਅਸੀਂ ਕੰਪੇਅਰ ਕਰੀਏ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਸੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੁੱਧ ਲੈ ਲਓ ਇੱਕ ਪਾਸੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਖੋਆ ਲੈ ਲਓ ਸੋ ਖੋਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਬਲਕ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਟੋਰ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਦੁੱਧ ਤੋਂ ਖੋਆ ਬਣਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਨੈਚੁਰਲੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰਾ ਵਾਟਰ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਵੈਪੋਰੇਟ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸੋ ਮੋਰ ਬਲਕ ਕੈਨ ਬੀ ਸਟੋਰਡ ਸੇਮ ਇਜ਼ ਦਾ ਕੇਸ ਓਵਰ ਹੇਅਰ polysaccharides they are formed from monosaccharide units with the removal of water molecules so naturally more bulk can be stored as they are large sized they do not pass through cell membrane it means they remain in the cell and they remain in place till they are needed in the cell. Then they act as a source of fuel because polysaccharides first of all with the addition of water molecules and with the help of enzymes they split to form monosaccharide units and then monosaccharide units in presence of oxygen that we will study through glycolysis and TCA cycle they give us energy. So they are important source of fuel. Then some polysaccharide as we have studied earlier also, for example hyaluronic acid, it acts as a lubricant. Then heparin, it is present as anticoagulant in blood, it prevents clotting of blood in blood vessels. Then many polysaccharides they act as the structural compounds. For example cellulose is present in the cell wall of all the plant cells. Chitin, it forms exoskeleton of arthropods. Peptidoglycan, it forms as the cell wall of, it is present in cell wall of bacteria. So this is regarding the structural components. Then blood group antigens that we have studied, these are mucoproteins that includes A, B and Rh factor. They are responsible for immunological reactions of the blood. Then glycoproteins, they form a protective coat called glycocalyx on the intestinal lining. Then these glycoproteins and glycolipids which are present on the cell surface, they help to recognize stimuli reaching the cell. So they act as receptors, they receive the external message also. So this is all about carbohydrate chapter. You were asking me what type of questions can be asked from this chapter. So you may be asked classify and write functions of monosaccharides, classify and write functions of oligosaccharides. You may be asked note on glycogen, note on starch. Maximum terms will be asked from this chapter under question number 1. So you should know what is chitin, what is peptidoglycan, what is glycogen, what is starch. All the terms which are related to this chapter, they are very important and for question number 1. So you should be well aware of these terms. So this is all about this first chapter, that is carbohydrates.